This is Salamancer, and you are watching SalTV Competitive TF2. Today we have good old demo man here. This is going to be Dave himself, I think, doing a little jig for us, dancing with the rum. No, it is going to be Remedy. I'm sorry, not Dave. Apparently my HUD was wrong, or I'm an idiot. It's a little bit of both, possibly. But this game is a long-awaited one to be shoutcasted. It is going to be, in fact, there are probably some POVs of this posted already. But it is going to be the Gorgeous Gamers versus How Do I Spy Radio. Gorgeous Gamers right now in the blue, and that is a lot of invite players. A lot of invite players. And so when we were talking about the invite roster, you know, limit being lifted, this is the result of that. Yeah. So Gorgeous Gamers. I mean, we've got Lang on the sniper. We've got Dave AC on the pyro. Dave AC, of course, known for being an amazing roaming soldier. Banny on the scout. We're going to see Banny's scout play. Tyler on the heavy. Truck, the guy who helped with my original podcast on the spy. Seabear himself on the engineer. Oh, I like Truck's loadout. That looks sick. Thrill on the med, of course, and then we've got Sean Bud, who actually I don't have on my friends list. I feel really bad about that. He is going to be on our soldier, and Remedy on the demo. So, I mean, this is just a giant star-studded list. But of course, their opponents, How Do I Spy Radio, have the experience in Highlander in particular. You do see, oh, good try there, but that is not going to work out for you at all, Roman Anderson. Anyway, it's actually the BRH community right now. I'm not sure if this is the same thing. I think this is supposed to be the right tag. But regardless, whoa, okay, sorry, I had a little pause there for myself just to figure out what BRH meant and to get the frame rate back going with Fraps. But I don't even know what BRH means. How Do I Spy Radio is the name of the team right now, I'm pretty sure, that they played against. So if somebody has an exclamation or explanation, please explain to me, because I am confused. Right now, Scorpio Uprising is their med, which is pretty awesome. He, of course, makes maps for TF2. He does put a lot of thought into the competitive scene, so nice to see him doing some medding. We can go down the rest of that roster, too. You see Roman Anderson. We saw him earlier on the Spy, trying to get the stabs, and he's gotten a few. G Biddy, which sounds a little bit like Tree Fitty on the Pyro. Fat Crapper on the demo, and I see him playing lobbies and pugs and whatever like every day. He is a practiced demo man for Highlander. Little Roman on the heavy. And of course, the cart is getting there. Gorgeous Gamers managing to get that cart there now. Not sure who they have pushing or why, but you know, they'll figure it out eventually. Of course, we've got somebody with a emoticon for their scouts, so that's not really going to help us too much, but we're watching his camera right now. Trike Blossom, or it's one or the other, but we'll just call him Trike Blossom the whole game. Dr. Pepper and Froman, like Abe Froman from Ferris Bueller, I'm pretty sure. So question for Gorgeous Gamers is, are they going to be able to use their superior DM to make holes and win the game? And we will find out. Right now we are going to watch the Dave cam as they walk it through the tunnels. And you gotta understand, a few of these guys have played their fair share of pubs. This is a little different from pubs, but you will see a lot of the same hold spots if you play with good pubbers. Right now though, it does look like there's a decent defense going up from How Do I Spy Radio. And a lot of players actually down right now. Lang going to have a little sniper battle with this guy. I've seen Lang snipe on his stream too, and I wish I could, you know, track people with the mouse like I can, or like he can. I'm sorry, not like I can, because I can't anywhere. But I've seen him, and it's probably pretty standard for like a serious sniper gamer or whatever to be able to track people with the mouse pretty efficiently. And I'm just like, oh, I wish I could do that, but whatever. Oh, BRH equals Barroom Heroes. That helps me a lot, actually. Okay, Barroom Heroes. Heard that before. But I've heard this was supposed to be their game against How Do I Spy Radio, so I'm assuming that is also what that is. And if I've been completely hornswoggled, well, you know what? We're still gonna have ourselves a game to watch. And I do apologize if I've completely messed that up. But right now, it looks like our Gorgeous Gamers team is actually having a little bit of trouble. They're having to back off for now. Of course, it's a good idea to be backing off every once in a while. Tyler, they're playing on that heavy. Be in the pocket for the med. And they've got Sean Bud jumping in on the soldier, I'm sorry, right now. But he gets taken out real fast by Fat Crapper himself. Now, of course, it sounds like a sentry has gone down. Is that going to be the sentry? No. Still a Wrangled level 3 around this corner. And that Wrangled level 3 is a pretty difficult one to break. You need an Uber for it, and right now it sounds like Thrill's dead. So I got to tell you, if you try to make the transition from playing 6's medic to Highlander medic, it's not an easy one to make. You are at much more risk in Highlander than you ever are in 6v6 to certain things. And Fat Crapper is just doing an amazing job right now. He's taking out so many players here. Where is that guy? I want to watch his cam because he is an amazing demo man. And here comes the sticky trap right there. I think he's been spotted, so that should get called out. But it's actually, it might be tough for the blue team to call these things out because they may not have, you know, all these spots on the map named. And a good Uber here. This is actually pretty standard for Highlander, but it looks like the blue team was caught off guard by that. Like, oh, wait, they're Ubering into us, but I thought we were pushing. What is going on? Oh, Remedy takes him out, though. So finally, Fat Crapper walking around that corner and going, oh, crap. So they've taken out one of their main opponents here, but it looks like Froman still has a sentry up. He's still got that Wrangler out. So even though there's only 4 red players up right now, blue team isn't taking advantage of this. They're not pushing far enough forward to really put a lot of pressure on this engineer setup. And that does mean the Gorgeous Gamers are going to have a tough time getting the cart all the way to the point. They do have Tyler ready to jump down and deal a lot of damage. I think they might be able to take it out, but no, there goes the Wrangler, and it is still back up to full health. Tyler actually taken down by that demo man. And, of course, now our med has to heal Seabear. Seabear, of course, the worst player in TF2. He's really awful, and we're about to watch him die here. Somehow they haven't killed him yet. There you go, Trike Blossom. Of course, I kid. Seabear is awesome. I'm just giving him a hard time because he and I do the podcast together, and I'm sure I will hear about it on Wednesday. Little Roman actually getting caught out, though, so that's going to be a good kill for... I thought it was going to be Tyler getting that kill, but it looks like somebody else managed to capture the points on the board. Nonetheless, another incoming Uber. This one's going to be more of a counter Uber to our blue team, but it is still... it still has a potential to do some damage. They're just not able to really get on top of the enemy med, Thrill. So Thrill's still going to have a little bit of an Uber advantage. Not a lot. And Banny's thinking about just getting behind the cart and starting to push it. One other thing they may want to try to do is get Truck to use a Dead Ringer and sit on the cart, activating a Dead Ringer whenever he really needs to. Lang going for the snipes around the rock, and this is some high-stakes sniping right now because if he can get enough snipes, of course, he will clear the way for his team to push. But it looks like they are still having trouble. That superior DM from these invite players not really playing out into quite the situation they want. So... it really is high-stakes sniping. Lang wants to get the picks, make his team push around the corner. He's going for the, like, I've never actually seen this sniper angle right now, but I know Lang plays a lot of pubs. He should be able to get it. He hasn't killed anybody yet, though. He does take a nice shot on the Pyro. That's going to be G. Biddy taken down. Oh, and he gets Scorpio Uprising with that sniper rifle. That's going to be huge. His team should be able to push forward now, I think, on that one. Thrill at a bit of an Uber advantage. It's going to help. But it may take a while, and there goes Lang to the Spy. Of course, Spy is not using the Dead Ringer, so he will be definitely out, down for the count. Sean Bud using the, what do you call it, the buff banner, and that's going to be really good because I don't think this guy ever misses rockets, so every little rocket he fires is going to be building towards that buff banner. He'll have him out quite fast. And yeah, all that spam is going to be good for him. I mean, he's probably building that buff banner very quickly, but I don't think they got a lot done with it. Now, they are going to have the Uber very, very soon here, and that really should be what's used to take out this forward position. Tyler actually spots the Spy there going around the side. And once again, their Spy is not using that Dead Ringer, so if they kill him, he's dead, and they know it. It's a good feeling, actually, when you can actually kill their Spy. You know he's not using the Dead Ringer. But here comes Remedy on that Uber right now. They need to lay down like 6 to 8 stickies on this thing, and they keep getting blasted away from it. Finally, they do take down that sentry position, and they should be able to push the cart to the point. Now, Engineer decided to get a little bit too cocky there and walk back out with another sentry without the rest of his team supporting him, so that is going to be Froman down for the count. And Roman Anderson gone. Of course, he is dead. The blue team knows it. There is no Dead Ringer. So, now, of course, Scorpio is actually caught out of position. Really wants to back away a little bit faster than he is right now because he is going to get chased down by Banny on the scout. Banny trying to get the kill. He actually can't do it. I'm not sure what happened there because maybe he just missed a meat shot, but he really could have gone for the kill on the med there, and the med was just far too far forward. But no, somebody did actually. That was Lang getting another kill on Scorpio Uprising. So no med for now. Truck going to go ahead and take out that, or at least help take out that teleporter. And Froman is already setting back up over here, so another one of these standard sentry positions for PL Upward. It's going to cover this hill as the Gorgeous Gamers get up to it. But they're actually not pushing the cart right now, which of course is very silly. They're going to set Seabear to do exactly that, but they want somebody else to do it as well. You want to get that ×3 on the cart, make sure you get it to these points as fast as possible. Because if you don't, you're wasting time, you know? I mean, these guys, they know attack-defend mechanics. They know Gravel Pit, for instance, very well. And they know that every little second counts. So, it just doesn't seem like they're able to take position at the moment. And I think that How Do I Spy Radio is actually beating these inviters right now. The first 2 points were captured in 750, which does not look good for them. So it's going to be heavy medic combo here, and Little Roman's just going to walk away with his med. They'll be just fine. I want to see what the Banny cam looks like actually for now. Oh wow, he's got some scout skills right there, taking that soldier down with ease. Trike Blossom is gone, and now Banny wants to help push that cart. Quite an effective thing to do. Oh, I want to see Truck on the spy. That's what I really want to take a look at. So when he respawns, we'll go back over to him. Banny's just pushing the cart for now, as is the Pyro. It's a good thing to do. Sean Bud actually thinking about, you know what, watch this, because he's thinking about going for the sentry, and this is going to be an important pick if he manages to take it out. The Uber is down, and oh, you know what, he's not going to be able to hit the sentry. Instead, he is just going to go for a couple kills. Meanwhile, Thrill and his demo are having some difficulty. Remedy is going to take a lot of damage, and Thrill's down. So the Gorgeous Gamers once again losing a lot of players. Not really much of a, oops, let's try that again. Not really much advance, but they did take down the NG, and they did take down his sentry gun. So that does mean that this cart could get pushed up with a soft push. They don't need a lot of damage. And Dave coming in for a drive-by fire, drive-by ignition, I guess you would call it. And now he's got that extinguisher out. Oh, actually got shut down by the opposing Pyro. But Dave's movement, well, is pretty good. He was able to just walk past there and be like, no, I'm going to go the other way. Try and keep myself alive as long as possible and just annoy the crap out of you guys, which is exactly what he did. So Lang able to push this cart up here by himself. Nobody helping out at all because the rest of his team really wants to get the med pick. That is going to be important. Sean Bud in on that med right now. He's not quite able to finish him off, though. With 32 health left on Scorpio Uprising. I'm sure he's very upset about that one. But, you know, sometimes it's just what happens. Somehow Tyler got in there behind enemy lines, though, and he did take down Dr. Pepper. But, you know, chain stabs abound, and Truck here is just trying to make sure that he can harass the engineer as he sets up, I think. A decent little spy route that he is taking. And there's that good old 3 spy hands. Yeah, Truck, you're in trouble. But somehow that, I'm confused as to why that heavy didn't actually go for the kill there. But no, Truck, I mean, he's still going to be very, very useful for getting in here and hopefully taking down that sentry. He needs to find a place to decloak, grab some more metal, though, because he doesn't really want to be spotted before he gets up to it. So he's going to go upstairs, but going upstairs isn't really going to be helpful. And there you go, they do take down Roman Anderson. Now, if anybody spams up here, he's in trouble, but apparently nobody actually saw him going this way, so he'll be able to sneak up right behind that sentry gun. You can see where he's decloaking now, and he actually goes for the stab instead of the sentry. Somehow the engineer did not figure out which way he's going, although he suspects it, but it looks like the sentry gun's been taken down by Sean Bud in the meanwhile, which means that that direct hit is worth its weight in gold. Shoutcasting gonna go for a stab, instead just gets a sapper down, delaying that a little bit, and once again the sentry is down. Froman not happy, and so this is the kind of push that you want to see out of a Highlander team. They're just constantly keeping that sentry gun in check. Froman not even really building it in the normal spot, and as a result it did go down very fast. He's not building it at all now. But good Uber by the red team is going to delay the cart for a little bit longer. Dr. Pepper wants to snipe right now. He wants to take down Remedy or maybe even Thrill, but that is not going to happen, as it looks like they both do retreat for the moment. Dr. Pepper just kind of whiffing his shots here. So he's given plenty of opportunities. He's not able to take them. Now Lang is going to come in after him, and it's going to be Dr. Pepper versus Lang. Who do you think is going to win this one? Lang's actually overhealed right now, so the advantage does go to that blue sniper. You can see the little overheal particles? I don't know what I'm saying. Particles flying off of his body. A good push so far by the blue team, though, and they've got a nice big Uber advantage. Plus, they're able to find that spy, so he goes down real fast. Seabear with the heroic spy kill and laying down those mini sentries non-stop. A very annoying but very good thing to do. Seabear, you know, punching might not be the best option. He probably didn't have his view models turned on, so he thought he had his shotgun out. It turns out he didn't at all. That was a little embarrassing, I'm sure. Scorpio Uprising down, though. Good Uber coming in from Tyler and Thrill. And that does mean that oh, the backburner's out for Dave. Nice choice of weapons there. But yeah, that does mean I think this is going to end up being a capture. Although Fat Crapper is still up, still able to deal a lot of damage, and nobody's really paying too much attention to him. So look at all the damage he can put out there. Does take down Remedy right away, and he can try and stop this cart for a very long time with sticks, except that he's not loaded right now, and that is a huge deal. He does finally get taken out. So your time for the first round, 13-12, ladies and gentlemen, 13-12. And that is a very difficult, well, a very easy time to beat, I should say. So you see that How Do I Spy Radio is now on offense. They need to beat that time, and I think they could probably do it. You know, of course, things do tend to favor the defenders, and as long as we see similar defensive setups out of Gorgeous Gamers, their DM, their deathmatch skills should be able to carry them through here. But I don't know. It's a long time to try and defend this. That is a very long time to try to defend this. And people in my stream chat are asking me if this is going on YouTube. Well, of course it's going on YouTube. Like, practically everything I do goes on YouTube because YouTube is better paying. I mean, you know, it's not much better paying. It's like, if you want an idea of how much YouTube pays... Oh, nice. I like the sandwich toss event here. An idea of how much YouTube pays, if you every time you like watch an advertisement on one of my YouTube videos and press a like and comment button and whatever, which actually that does count. Liking and commenting is part of the viewer engagement report, and that actually affects how much you get paid. But anyway, every time you do that, you can think of, you know, donating like a penny to SalTV. Of course, I don't want to encourage ad fraud because that is awful, and I will get like banned from YouTube forever if you try to just click ads every time and not do anything with them. Or if you try to click ads like 10 times just because you think it's helping. It's not, I promise. But it's it gives you a general idea of like what that might do. And no, I don't actually make a lot of money at all. Recently, my finances have looked like about $100 a month from YouTube, which sounds pretty good until you realize that like rent is, you know, a lot more than that. A heck of a lot more than that. So, you know, it's not going to pay the bills yet. But it's pretty neat. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty neat to get paid to do something I like in any fashion. Anyway, back to the game here because I'm talking about myself way too much. So, Sean Bud taken down right away, but the counter Uber here is popped, and they're actually splitting it quite a bit. Not sure if they necessarily should be doing that, although that was a really good Uber flash to make sure they saved Remedy for a little while longer. Fat Crapper taking him down, though. And that is, I mean, that's just the skill of that demo, man. Fat Crapper is a very high-skill demo. I've seen him play a lot, and I'm always, like infuriated if he's not on my team. Goodbye, Truck. We hardly knew ye. But Froman here is getting up pretty far forward, wants to make sure that he can take people down with this Wrangled Mini Sentry. And Wrangled Mini Sentries are actually very good to use against those proper level 3 sentries as well. So he hasn't been able to do that yet, but meanwhile, Dr. Pepper taking out Seabear, so he's going to be very happy with that kill. No Engineer for the moment, and Seabear is going to have to get back and... where is our guy here? Looking for a guy. Fat Crapper. We'll watch this cam. Seabear is going to have to get back and defend that second point when he respawns, which he has now, so he should be able to set up a sentry in a standard position. But one thing he told me was I don't think he's ever actually seen this map. And this is a stock map, but Seabear doesn't know it. And a lot of these competitive players probably don't know these maps quite as well as the Highlander players do, because the Highlander... Oh, sick kill by Banny against Scorpio Uprising. Just walked into the flank, two-shot the guy, and that means they dropped Uber. Very good. But... yeah, they don't know the, they may not know the defensive spots, or if they do know the defensive spots, they may not be able to properly use them. That is a pretty big deal because you may know, like, okay, we're supposed to set a sentry here, but then you don't know, like, how far forward is your heavy and medic supposed to hold, or where is your pyro supposed to be watching, and those are just as important as the actual sentry position. So there actually is a lot of strategy that goes into Highlander, as much as some people like to say it's just glorified pubbing. Well, there's a little bit more to it than that. Seabear does take down Froman, though, and it sounds like Thrill has gone down here. So that is going to be a pretty big deal. Thrill down means that there's going to be an Uber advantage for Scorpio Uprising, assuming that the Gorgeous Gamers can't stop him. They're holding right now at this second point. Still 10 minutes left to go for that blue team to get all the way to the last point. And Truck is out for blood, although no, he looks like he's actually out for heals. I'm going to go ahead and say he's out for heals. Spotting the enemy spy, though, so you gotta like that. Roman Anderson gets taken out once again, and I don't think he's ever used the Dead Ringer yet. Kind of odd, actually. But incoming buff banner from someone, and Lang with the med pick. So watching Dr. Pepper right now, actually, but it looks like the... Wait a minute. Did I say Lang with the med pick? You know what? Because he didn't actually get the med pick, did he? What am I am really stupid sometimes. Anyway, the How Do I Spot Radio team is able to push this very effectively, trapping the red team mostly in that spawn area. So Gorgeous Gamers are way back behind this point. They're not able to get out and defend it. And Little Roman, I mean, he'll even give his life right there gladly to make sure that his team can push. But he didn't even have to. He was able to just kind of back off because now the team has capped that second point, and they are on their way against this Invite star-studded team, doing quite a good job against them on offense. So Trike Blossom wants to be able to do some damage here. Kind of guarding the flank at the moment. And there you go, he does try to keep his med safe, although Seabear is coming in for the kill, and it looks like Thrill's down, but so is Scorpio. Dave gets that shotgun on him, so... Oh, Truck! Sick. It does look like maybe this guy's using Criticola. I want to say that's Criticola. So that means he will take a headshot from Lang is what will happen. And Lang is just going to kind of walk away from that like, yeah, whatever. It's too easy. Too easy. He looks like such a professional, doesn't he? I'm not just saying that because he's watching my stream right now, but, you know. One thing they say, though, is that the Gorgeous Gamers, they are not going to play their main class. So that is why you see Banny on the Scout, for instance, instead of the Sniper. That's why you see, you know, Lang on the Sniper. You see Tyler not playing the Soldier. Of course, he's playing the Heavy. Yeah, they're not playing their main classes because they feel like that might be just a little bit too lopsided because of the DM skills. And, of course, it's not all possible for all of them to main class because most of them main, like, Soldier. So, you know, somebody's got to be playing something different. But it's not to say they aren't good at it. They are still very good. It's just that Fat Crapper here right now will be clearing the way for the rest of his team to do a lot of damage. Banny's taken out without really being able to accomplish much. It was a good meat shot there from his opposing scout, the smiley face guy. Although I am being told by my stream chat that Sean Bud might be playing his main class soon. Fat Crapper's coming in though, and this is his main class for sure. He's going to come in and take down Seabear's sentry gun right away, and then actually use a sticky bomb to jump in and get around to the side. He did take a lot of attention, but I don't think he really did a lot of damage there. So How Do I Spy Radio is actually losing a lot of players to Truck right now, but they do have the cart almost to the end, and they've still got 7.5 minutes left to go. They are definitely beating the Inviters right now, which has got to be a good feeling for them, but they need to get it into this last point, and then of course after that they will have to they'll have to win another round, so it's still anybody's game. And this could be a long one. This could be a very long one. Truck though, with more chain stabs, that guy is starting to get pretty happy about spying and his level of play and all that wonderful stuff. Banny's in trouble though, and once again he's taken out behind enemy lines. Lang getting the kill on Dr. Pepper, which is a pretty good thing. It does keep the sniper down for a little while, but let's watch the Seabear cam just for a little bit here because I know that he did not want me to analyze anything about his play. Right now he is just now setting up his dispenser. Oh, Seabear, you're terrible at this. You should have had that dispenser set up a long time ago. Where is the rest of your team? Why aren't they defending you, man? Come on. What is all this about? Plus he's using the stock wrench. Of course nobody uses the stock wrench except total noobs. Come on, Seabear. Alright. Is that enough of a hard time? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Roman Anderson, though, coming in, and he is immediately going to start stabbing all that stuff. And Seabear's not happy about it, although Roman is getting spotted very easily. So one of the things you'll see good spies do, and not to say that he's not a good spy, because he's been getting good picks, but when they cloak up like that, they'll immediately change direction. Because after it's, you know, like people have this opinion of like, oh, you're going in this direction when you cloaked up. So if you immediately change direction after that, it's a pretty good way to evade a lot of damage and you know, keep yourself alive. In that direction, or in that case, he just didn't change direction at all. He kept walking. So it was very easy to predict where he was going, and as a result, he died, even though he was invisible. Lang getting another nice headshot. Dr. Pepper still unable to really make a lot of headway into this game. Trike, on the other hand, he's going to have to back the heck up. Looks like Tyler is not going to be able to catch the medic off guard, though. And that actually means Scorpio and his Heavy are going to get in here and do a counter Uber right away. Taking down Remedy, taking down Thrill. Dave AC is down, and so there's a lot of players here for the Gorgeous Gamers who are very, very dead. So they're going to be pushing that cart. And you know, my stream chat's debating about the different engineer wrenches. Well, no, obviously you should be using the Southern Hospitality. The Jag is completely worthless. Southern Hospitality, you get that bleed damage if you have to hit a spy with it. But you know, who cares? Honestly, it's just a wrench. Nobody cares. But that is going to be How Do I Spy Radio actually taking the first round off of the Gorgeous Gamers. We'll be back with the second round. Okay, the Scout feels good. I feel good about this round. And it looks like people have changed things up. Sean Bud actually is on his main class now. So everything I said earlier was wrong. He is playing Scouts. He's traded with Banny. Banny will be on the Soldier. And Banny's a pretty beast Soldier, too. It looks like everybody else is pretty much going to be doing the same thing. And I think our blue team, you know, the How Do I Spy Radio team, kind of wants to see a speed round.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Although I think they're actually just having fun with the. They had a very long halftime, put it that way. So they were getting chatty. But anyway, somebody was let's see. My stream chat was all like being like, oh, you know, well, if you don't know Upward, you don't know the game, and yeah, in some ways that's true. But I think that I think both sides could benefit from a certain amount of calming the heck down, because I definitely see players getting, you know, like even pub players. Yes, you were guilty of this. I've seen pub players get snobby about 66, and vice versa. I've seen some 66 players get very snobby about pubs too. But it goes both ways. So you definitely like you don't get a free pass on being snobby just because you don't play 66. I'll say that right now. Anyway. Lang taking down that sentry that was placed early on, just a mini sentry here, and it does look like the Gorgeous Gamers are holding a little further forward. They've got, oh, what a hit though, you hear that? That was a complete stun on Lang, and as a result he gets taken down by Dr. Pepper. What a hit there with the baseball bat. I like it a lot. Fat Crapper on the other hand, not really able to do a lot of damage to that sentry, and the Pyro gets away with a nice little strafe. Dave is still at 33 health. Dr. Pepper though taking down Sean Bud, and that is going to be a huge deal. This might in fact be a speed round, as there are only 3 players left alive for our red team. The Gorgeous Gamers. Seabear's been taken down, so his sentry is not long for this world. And you see Froman actually got the kill on Seabear. That's why that mini sentry wrangled is so important, because you can do so much damage from so far away with it. It's a very nice long-range weapon for this sort of situation. Fat Crapper in some trouble, but actually his med saving him beautifully there, so he will manage to get away for now. Sean Bud kind of wants to get some flanks in here, and we'll see if changing to Scout can really change the game for him. Right now it can't. He just walked into like 5 players and died, so he's going to have to adjust his play. I think he will. I think... yeah, if there's one hallmark of these invite players, it's that, you know, they do adjust to situations very rapidly. They tend to think about them quickly and effectively. They're very, very good gamers, so we'll find out if that actually works. Tyler, though, getting hit by that Sandman once again, and now he's dead. So I don't know if that's really going to work for him too much. But that Sandman is just devastating to the Gorgeous Gamers right now. And actually, Gorgeous Gamers are going to have another second point lost very fast, faster than the first time. So I think we're on to the lightning round here, as How Do I Spy Radio might actually defeat Gorgeous Gamers in 2-0. Of course, who knows? Things could change. Sean Bud could come in and get a med pick, but so far he's not managed to do that. I think he did some damage, but Scorpio grabs a kit, actually maybe a sandwich, and he is back up to full health. Oh, speaking of full health, though, it's not what Dr. Pepper has at all. Seabear actually just building on last. He has decided, screw it. I don't even want to worry about trying to set up on this this point over here. And to hear him say it, apparently Seabear does not like the Wrangler very much. He doesn't like playing with it. And he thinks it's a little boring. This soldier up here, though, Banny, staying in that forward spawn, causing so many troubles right now for How Do I Spy Radio, but not enough for them to stop pushing the cart apparently. And the Uber does come in. I think that that these guys are a little bit maybe confused that there is no sentry up here. Although I don't think there actually was one last time either for this team. So maybe they're just like, yeah, whatever, we can take this entire place, and they will. They will take all of this high ground. So basically, you see the Gorgeous Gamers giving up this point very, very quickly unless they decide to make a serious flank attempt, and they will have to commit very hard to that. If they fail utterly, just like that. Just like that. Sean Bud getting stabbed in the back. Playing, I think, has found him. Not even using the Girardi, just going to go for... Oh, hello! Spy going for the side stab, I mean. But no, he's not using the Girardi, just going to go for that SMG hit. And he does manage to get a nice hit there on Little Roman, who is finished off by Remedy. So Remedy liking the damage output of the Demo Man. I swear I've seen Remedy play before, but I don't exactly remember where from. Sean Bud in on this soldier right now, and the soldier will actually get taken out by Banny, so that's a good combo to have on your team. I gotta say, Sean Bud and Banny, I would like it. I'm gonna start a 6v6 team and see if they'll play with me. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they don't have any other prior obligations. And Sean Bud's in behind the enemy team once again, gonna go for Fat Crapper and takes him down. That's the guy you gotta shut down in this game. He has definitely been doing a lot of work for his team. Not so much this round, but this round, I mean, things are pretty even for the blue team right now. But yeah, Fat Crapper, he's a good player. Get rid of him. It's a good thing to do. And it looks like actually Tyler is able to hold a little bit further forward there than they were in the past. It helps when there's no Demo Man spamming at you, I'll tell you. It really does help. So right now there is a nice little sticky trap there, but it's not quite enough to actually take down Tyler. He will have to back off. But no, incoming Uber actually, and Dr. Pepper is nailing Remedy in the head, but apparently it was just like a grazing shot. But no, you know what? Remedy is now dead. So that's going to be good. Somebody needs to take down that spy. Seabear actually needs to do part of his duty there is to be pulling out the shotgun when possible to make sure that he can take that out. The dispenser, though, he should probably just put it behind him. And now he's going to have some trouble. Sounds like our sound is like completely weirded out for this sentry. It is firing, and we can't hear it at all. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, it's shooting. Whatever, that's cool. It will get taken out, though. I think Seabear is down. And there goes the sentry. So Wrangler causing some sound issues, but who knows. It does look like the bomb will probably get pushed in here. Tyler's down, and a lot of our defensive players are down. Dave getting a bunch of kills, or at least getting a bunch of damage done. Don't know if it's going to be enough, though, as Roma's just going to try and sneak out here and die anyway. But Banny down. Fat Crapper's going to be able to clear the way here with his stickies. Trying to do some damage, but actually really good dodging by Thrill. Thrill, of course. I think Thrill is a main medic. I think he is. But this is probably going to be a fast round as the cart's getting pushed in right now. Little Roman almost got it in there. Pyro is trying now as well. I mean, it's at this point, it's just the blue team dive bombing in everyone. They know there's still only a level 1 sentry, but actually now they're going to have to back out a little bit. Maybe reset their push. They did take down Thrill, so they've got an Uber advantage as long as they keep their medic alive. But Banny is going to be sneaking in behind. If he can get that med, then everything kind of resets again. And the longer they can do this, the better it is. But no, Banny has been spotted, so not going to help at all. This scout is kind of screwed, though. He's getting pushed up in the air by the heavy right now. Oh, he's not screwed at all. The rest of his team came in to save him. He does eat a couple sticky bombs, but Dave is now down as well. I can't find a stable person to watch. Everybody's dying. Fat Crapper getting in behind the demo, though. Takes down Remedy with ease, and now the rest of the team is going to get in there. No problemo. How do I spy radio? Taking down the Gorgeous Gamers in about 6 minutes. That is half the time that the Gorgeous Gamers set in the first round. So GG are going to have their work cut out for them here. We'll see if they've managed to adapt to the Highlander scene, or if the Invite 6v6 players get thrown to the dust and destroyed by a longtime Highlander team. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Although, no, actually, I don't know the score of this game, so I have no clue. I really hope it keeps going, because I like casting TF2, although I do also have to wake up early in the morning, so I don't want it to go for like 5 hours. But that's pretty much my only constraint. And what is Froman doing? Did he set up a teleporter? No? Okay. Yeah, Froman? What you doing, bud? Engineer! You need to set up a sentry. Did he just get into the game? Did he, like, literally just get into this game? What is going on here? Having your, like, there's only 10 seconds left to go, and he does not have a sentry set up. That's not good. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time for the blue team to get out here and actually get in position to assault that sentry, but I don't know. They, especially invite level players, they are very mobile, very fast. They already forced the Uber pop out of the red team. I don't know why that happened, but that is a very fast Uber force, and Thrill still is 100%, so Romans wants to get around behind him, but that's not going to happen at all. And Little Roman is trying to just deal some spam, but it's too late. That sentry is going to go down real fast. Tyler getting a nice kill on it, and that's I think going to give a lot of momentum to the blue team here. Scorpio trying to just get away right now, so the Ubers are going to be roughly even instead of them having any kind of advantage. On defense, you don't need too much of an advantage, but sometimes it can help to kind of jump into the enemy with Uber advantage if you know you have it. I don't think they're going to have too much, though. But that card is getting pushed at the max speeds. It looks like Gorgeous Gamers have realized kind of, oh, this is how we might need to play. Tyler does get taken out, but Dave AC on the Pyro, and here you go. That first point going to get capped in a record time as Gorgeous Gamers finally realizing the way you need to play is have a couple people push the cart, but everybody else needs to get way in front of it and take down those tough to hold, or the easy to hold, the tough to break positions. They, break through the enemy lines, smash them up, and that makes it so much easier to push the cart. Truck actually timing out, not going to be good for them, so looks like our red team is able to stop things for now, and the longer they delay, the better it is for How Do I Spy Radio. Fat Crapper still laying down sticks on the point, although he will be in a little bit of trouble maybe. I thought maybe somebody might find him back there and get the flank, but Sean Bud is too busy over here on the side of things. Oh, wow, actually a really nice push here by the Gorgeous Gamers right now, taking down almost everyone. This heavy is the only threat they have left, and Thrill and Tyler are actually, what are they doing? I don't even know. But they have distracted from the cart for quite a while, and Thrill should be able to, oh, never mind. I thought he was going to be able to get away, but maybe, he will. Maybe. Yes, he will. He managed to get away from that situation somehow, and you know what? The hallmark of a great medic right there. That's one of the things that Pure in particular likes to say about it, is that if, you know, some of the best medics are the kind of medics where you'll just say, how did they get away from that? How are they still alive after they're, like, you know, behind enemy lines or whatever the case is? Because they practice the dodging skills and they know exactly how fast their class goes. Positioning, very important. So, Gorgeous Gamers, decent push so far, and actually only 3 players left alive for How Do I Spy Radio right now. One of them is Froman, but if he tries too hard to set up this sentry too early, he's going to get taken out himself and be a complete waste of space on his team. By that I mean, of course, that if he dies here and he doesn't get a sentry set up for last, that will actually... Oh, he does die here! He's going to need to set that sentry up for last very quickly, because this could be a serious problem for his team. And in fact, it is. Already, Gorgeous Gamers have pushed all the way into the last point, so it looks like they have adapted very quickly. They're just like, oh, it turns out if you get momentum, you just have to keep pushing with it. Spawn camp your enemies. That is how it works. I wonder if that was kind of the discussion they had at halftime or what, but it looks like so far that is working it. We'll just have to see if these guys can continue, because they've got 3 minutes left to go. Time is ticking away with only 2 times on the card. Oh, it's 3 now, but whatever. They'll get it there eventually. But will they get it into the last point is the question. Little Roman very far forward, considering Red Team may already be giving up this 3rd point. I think they should give up the 3rd point. Little Roman, though, getting the drop on Tyler and Drill. So you know what? That worked out perfectly for him, and he is just going to have to back away now, find his med. But man, what a flank. That shuts him down, and that gives his team a very good potential to possibly just win this right out. They could win this whole match, the whole game, right here if they can just defend their last point. Where is their sentry gun right now? It is still at this weird spot, actually. Not upstairs in the normal position, like sitting here overlooking things on this. I can't move my camera at all, but overlooking things on the ramp. A bit of a premature Uber pop. They take down the Pyro, but not a lot else. And I say it's premature because really with that kind of Uber pop, you want to be killing the med. If you don't kill the med, then you're going to have a severe disadvantage. Oh, Banny! Severe disadvantage. And yeah, Banny respects the demo pipes. He knows. Just because they detonated doesn't mean there aren't more coming, and so that is why he backed away from that very quickly instead of going for that kit. Dave wants to kill on the heavy, but it's not going to happen, and Thrill down once again. 1:45 left to go. The cart, I mean, it only takes about 30 seconds to push it from where it is now to the end. So there's time for basically one more push here out of the Gorgeous Gamers. They've got a little bit of margin of error to try and push this into the last point and win it, but that of course will just tie things up. Can they actually tie things up? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I say lady and gentlemen, because there's probably only one of you girl gamers watching right now, but you know, that's cool, that's cool. I'm glad you're here. Regardless, though, of what gender or orientation you may happen to be, thank you for watching. And we do have Fat Crapper still doing a lot of damage. Tap, there you go, another one of these big attacking Ubers. This one, well, that was not a premature one. They saw Thrill, I think, just briefly, but he did manage to get away from that. So, good adaptation once again by the Invite team. Uh-oh, maybe not, though, as, wow, Thrill just got juggled there. 13 health left. Fat did not have any extra ammo, and that is the only problem. And now he's in trouble. Remedy could not get that kill, but the Uber is in, and Fat Crapper, he's going to die. There you go. So finally they take down the Demo Man, and in fact it's only 3 players left alive. 30 seconds left to go, and that cart is getting there. G-Biddy just wants to try and delay as long as possible, but he's got to stay alive. Delaying consists of staying alive and stopping the cart, and if you can only do one of them, then you are not delaying properly. Only Froman left up, so actually 18 seconds left here. I think Gorgeous Gamers are going to push it in. There is not a lot that the defenders can do, and by about 12 seconds, the Gorgeous Gamers win that round, so we're going on to a 3rd round. Okay, 30 seconds left to go in this setup time, and apparently we're watching the inside of the Engineer's toolbox. You might find it surprising that there's not actually anything in it. You would think that with all of the metal he drops, there would be something in there, but there is not. Oh well, whatever. The Medics Ubers are ready, and we will have to see whether the deathmatch skills of the Invite players here will carry the day. But you know, as I see these guys and how they're playing upward, I don't know. Well, what do you guys think? Are the Gorgeous Gamers going to be able to take 1st place in UGC, or will they get taken out by some of the other competition? It's anything can happen. Anything can happen. I don't think anybody's going to have an undefeated season though. Roman going for the stabs, not able to get them, and he will get taken out very, very quickly. Somebody's wait a minute. Yeah, okay. My apologies. I keep paying attention to the stream chat because I keep thinking important things are being said. And it turns out nothing in there is important at all. Just kidding. But it looks like Seabear... No, Seabear's still up. Yeah, Gorgeous Gamer's on offense first once again, and they're not pushing the cart, although they are getting a lot of kills, which is pretty cool. There you go. They do have someone on the cart now. Banny jumping in, going for the med, actually missing that shot there, kind of in the same fashion that Hardblue did on Shade, except that he didn't hit himself with it, but he did at least hit that platform instead of the medic. And, oh, go for the air shot. Oh, oh well, the Spy's down regardless. And now the question is, can the Gorgeous Gamers continue this momentum? Because I think they will be able to. They just want to be able to take down the Sentry. Right now the Sentry is only at level 1, and Banny comes in with a huge rocket on Scorpio. Doesn't even matter there's a Sentry there. Who cares? So Dave AC is thinking about, okay, what do I do here? Just kind of sneak around the side. Has anybody noticed him is the question. And even if they have, he's actually playing a very, very interesting game right now where he is, I mean, he owns this little corner of the map. Oh, you could have just blasted him off, Dave. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He got the kill anyway. But it's always hilarious to air blast people off the edge. And is that Sean Bud trying to get around behind enemy lines? Looks like it is, using the bonk. So he's going to appreciate that, actually, because it is not, of course, allowed in, like, ESCA. It has not been allowed for a very long time. But it is very useful for getting behind enemy lines. And so he knows the value of the bonk. It's just that apparently it slowed games down a little bit too much by keeping the scout alive for too long or something. So now he's actually going to... Oh, he's got the boombox on, too. That is so sick. He's actually using it to take some of the pressure from that Sentry, but he will have to back away from it very shortly. And now he's just getting behind the cart. I love it. I love Sean Bud's play right now on the scout. He's able to get this cart almost all the way to the point. Nobody's able to stop him until finally his enemy scout comes in. But at this point, it's a little bit too late. The Heavy can just jump down onto... Oh, never mind. That cart is so close to getting capped, and yet it is not going to at all. Truck. Thinking about taking down that engineer, maybe. Going for targets of opportunity. You never get tunnel vision as a spy. You know, there's certain things that you want to get, but sometimes it's better just go for whatever pick is available. Because it always helps your team if you can get a kill. That one, you know, he didn't kill anything. So, whatever. Lang getting another nice kill there, but Dr. Pepper is still going to be owning this side of things, and he does take a nice body shot on Lang. Lang looking like he's at low health now, and Dr. Pepper does not miss a shot at the moment. He is getting a lot of body shots, but he's just not missing any of them. And that's a useful thing to do, lay down, you know, 50 damage every time you click the mouse button. Oh, he spots Lang, but Lang is going to get the better of him in that exchange. Not quite able to kill him outright, but he will at least send him back to base to get some heals. And not heals for his shoes, but like, you know, healing for... Look, shut up, okay? Alright, well, it looks like a lot of the... well, I was going to say a lot of our blue team died, but that's not the case at all. Oh, Widowmaker NG. If you can aim with that thing, you are a beast. Seabear taking some of that Uber, and he is doing a lot of pressure, taking down Dr. Pepper even, so Seabear going huge right now. Never thought I'd see the day. I'm just kidding, Seabear's awesome. But no, Lang, go ahead and taking down that dispenser. The ultimate dispenser pick. It actually gives a lot of metal to his fellow engineer here. But where's the teleporter, man? You gotta get that teleporter up for your team. Scorpio's gonna try and keep his team up here now. Oh, it looks like Truck might be getting around behind, though. Let's find that camera quick. I know Lang just got a headshot, whatever. Who cares? It's just Lang. Truck, though, going around behind. And no, he's not gonna go for the stabs. I think maybe he's been spotted here, so he's gotta be really careful about this. Lang down to Roman Anderson, meanwhile. No, so he is going to try and continue sneaking. Got to watch out for that pyro, but he will accurately dodge and evade that. And now he just kind of wants to get behind the enemy team. Okay, interesting choice to go this way. I would have gone the other way. Whatever. Oh, spots that Heavy. So hey, whatever works. Whatever works. If you can take down the Heavy, that is going to help his team. This is definitely not one of those lightning rounds. I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess to say it'll be about a 10-minute round, as I think the Gorgeous Gamers will still be able to get into the last point, but it's not going to be like 6 minutes. It seemed like a fluke almost. They're still having difficulty against How Do I Spy Radio. Even with Sean Bud on the scout, Banny on the soldier. Although it would be really interesting to see what happened if these guys played their main class. I don't know. I kind of like the off-classing idea. And what a good shot there. Once again, Dr. Pepper hitting a lot of these headshots. It's not getting kills right now, but it is, of course, delaying the push quite a bit. Because when you're hurt by a headshot, it's not a good idea to push too hard. So we may as well just stay on the sniper camp for a little bit. As well, no, he's got it back up now. So now is the time to be on the spy cam, actually. Roman is going to sneak in behind here and immediately takes down Remedy, going for the stab on the med as well, but the med does not get stabbed. Instead, he gets killed by the scout. Good old, I don't know what I'm doing face. I think that's what that is. Kind of a shrug. Oh, Roman, you tried. You tried hard, but Dave, he knew too well. Circle the cart, spray flames everywhere. Spies will never get you. That's just how it works. And so Banny jumping in, keeping his med, building that Uber, as they will have a tiny little Uber advantage right now. Plus, they've got the positioning to be able to get the bomb all the way up the hill, which is good for them. 6:07. Maybe this will be a little bit slower than 10 minutes. I don't know. Sean Bud now watching the stream, and he's asking if we got to the part where he's amazing yet. Well, I thought that was every part, Sean Bud, so I don't know what you're talking about. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. I mean, the team these guys are playing against seems to be pretty cohesive and playing amazingly as a team as well. So who knows, man? It all looks pretty good to me. Batcrapper actually doing a pretty good job on defense right now. Not able to get a lot of kills just yet, but he did get an assist there on Remedy. His soldier cleaning that one up. So just laying down a lot of damage. But you know what? You can't damage invincible players. And when you've got an Uber like that one coming in, well, actually, did they take down the sentry? Yes, they did. Okay, that's going to be super useful because here goes the cart all the way in. The Pyro slamming his head into a wooden plank up there and just dying. Nice, weird side stab going on there from Roman, but is it going to be enough? No, it is not. That cart is going to get to the end. And now it's up to How Do I Spy Radio to beat a 7-minute time. They've proven they can do it. So let's see if they can knock out these invite guys and give them their first loss in the first game of the season. Who knows, guys? Who knows? I still don't. I'm still super confused. But Gorgeous Gamers. By the way, if you're wondering, the Gorgeous Gamers, they really are that gorgeous. It's true. It's true. You can see a few of them on my podcast, actually. I should say our podcast, because Seabear here is just as much in charge as I am. But yeah, you can see a few of them on that podcast. Last time around, of course, nobody was actually on that team. I'm not sure if we're going to have anybody from the team this time either, now that I think about it. So we're going to have Bloodsire. I hope we have Bloodsire, because I want to talk about Pyro. You want to talk about Pyro? I want to talk about Pyro. So tune in on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central U.S. time, which is like super late for the Euros, I know. But it also goes up on YouTube, and I'm sure most of you have actually seen it on my YouTube. But yeah, fully charged, the podcast. Team Fortress 2. And Seabear not realizing that he actually was not on the right wrench, so he has changed his loadout. But that's not going to be good. He may not even have a first point defense there. Pretty darn embarrassing, I got to tell you. Now Roman Anderson getting down on here right away, and this is one of those times where it is really useful to use a Dead Ringer, because you think there's going to be a sentry out there, and you may as well just pretend to die, just so you can get back behind and get some information on what the enemy lines are actually doing. But there's no sentry, so he's just like, what? Where the heck is it right now? He's going to be looking around. Truck actually times out, so we have a pause. There we go. Truck getting back into the game now. And we're going to watch this Roman Anderson cam, as he has gotten around behind the enemy lines. Looking for the med pick here. Thrill actually drops the Uber to Roman Anderson. That is going to be a very useful thing for the offense. And Gorgeous Gamers might be in some trouble here, as Little Roman is doing his best to get out and destroy their team. Banny's down right now. Little Roman coming in behind Seabear, and Seabear, come on, bro. That is not going to work very well for you. It's actually... Who was that dominating him? Was that the engineer? I think it might have been. So, Seabear, you're getting dominated, buddy. Probably by a lot of people at this point. But it does seem like at the very least, Dr. Pepper's down. Fat Crapper gets taken out. Thrill's going to have to back up, though he doesn't like walking into that line of fire. And Dave doing a pretty decent job here of delaying the cart push just a little bit. Is he still alive? Where'd he go? I think he is. Banny wants to escape here, and he will. But this heavy is still pushing forward. Little Roman is doing quite a good job of just holding space here for his team so they can get that capture. Banny getting caught up against a wall, which always sucks just a little bit. And our blue team, How Do I Spy Radio, they've got a good shot at winning this. They're pushing the cart ×4 right now, actually, which is a little bit overkill because ×3 is the max speed for a cart. And you know, I do hear people saying that that they think that there is a max capture rate for capture points as well, and that is not true. So for like a map like Granary or Gravel Pit, there is no maximum rate, but each additional person you put on the point captures it, adds less. So you could have like 40 people on the point, and it really would not be all that much faster than 30 people on the point, is my point. Ha! Point. Yes. That was not the joke I intended to make. Gorgeous Gamers getting 1 or 2 kills here, but they are not going to be able to hold this position for very long. G-Biddy, though, going to bite the dust if he's not careful. And actually, Seabear might be able to set up a sentry. He's putting it on the low ground, which is a little bit weird, actually. It could get spammed very easily there. And, hey, there it goes, now that I say that. So the Gorgeous Gamers' sentry position is not going to be easily held here at this second point. On the other hand, their deathmatch skills may be able to make up for it, as Lang is going to be going for the snipes. Banny's kind of holding up in front. He wants to go for some kills up here, or at least some pressure. It does seem like Banny does get taken down, but, they trade for a Pyro. It's not the end of the world. And really, in Highlander, it's not the end of the world to lose 1 or 2 players. Obviously, they spot that spy, and he is taken down. Lang using that SMG, the submachine gun, which, obviously, a submachine gun is a machine gun that was taken off of a submarine. That's what it is. There's nothing else that it possibly could be. So, Truck eating a couple too many pills there, and he will die as a result. Not able to do a heck of a lot for his team at the moment. But his team is able to actually get a level 3 sentry up. The only question is, Seabear, are you using the Wrangler? Yeah. Are you? Yes. Yes, you are. So he's going to be ready for people to walk around this corner. And you know what? If they can actually hold it here for a little bit longer, I think Gorgeous Gamers might have this game in the bag. So whichever team you were rooting for doesn't matter. Because we may actually get to crown a winner here in the next 3 minutes. Well, we will definitely get to crown a winner in the next 3 minutes. Right now, the cart is still getting pushed. That sentry is still up. And Roman is thinking about going in right now. Oh, he goes for a stab first instead of going for the sap on the sentry. I thought his team might have been pushing in to go for that, but no, maybe not. So he will now decloak down here. Wants to go. Really, that sentry needs to die. So it's good that he got a pick. But picks aren't everything. Tyler is going to eat it, though. And that's going to be a pretty big deal, as Scorpio wants to start pushing in with his heavy very quickly here. They need to get that cart pushed, and right now it is getting pushed. I think the sentry's already down, but Bandy coming in for the med. Can he get him? Scorpio down to low health, and he does get finished off, actually, by Sean Bud. The buddest of Sean's. Plus, they've still got Lang to worry about. He maybe end up sniping one of their heads off here, or 2, or 3, or none. I mean, it's always an option 2, Lang. Just make me look like a moron. There you go, finally getting 1 or 2 kills here. Oh, Fat Crapper made the mistake of jumping. That's actually a mistake against a good sniper, especially if you're walking in a straight line towards them. But you saw, I think Fat Crapper actually saw the sniper, and he jumped. But once he made that jump, he was traveling in a straight line. All Lang had to do was line up his mouse exactly where he knew the kid was going to land. I say kid, but of course he's probably older than I am. So, I mean, that's all I had to do, and that made it a very easy snipe to get. Sean Bud, meanwhile, coming around for the flanks. There is still time for our blue team to win this, and they do take down Sean Bud. He kind of face plants into the ground there, but it's starting to look a little bit less likely, as Seabear does have an interesting sentry location. It is only level 1, but it will still deal some damage and cause some problems for the pushing team. Truck wants to get in behind now, and he's going to go for the med, and he actually does get this med pick. A nice little chain stab, so he finally caught Truck doing something really awesome for his team. Plus, an interesting Uber coming in from the red team just to kind of take space and force blue back a little bit more. So Gorgeous Gamers in the red, they might actually win this. Not sure what Dave is talking about with this ledge, but Truck behind enemy lines, and he does spot that med once again. He wants to get this kill. He wants to get this. I think he might. They see him, but they don't do anything about it. Another chain stab from Truck, and that is just huge because there's only a minute left now. I don't think there's enough time to actually push this card all the way to the last. I think Gorgeous Gamers have risen up and overcome. I think they'll actually win this game against How Do I Spy Radio. And that does mean we're going to see some GGs in the chat pretty darn soon. Truck is going for the stabs here, but oh, he actually did get the shot. I thought he wasn't going to get that kill at all, but nope. Tyler's gonna help out, but he's not going to get that kill. And at this point, no, I think it's just dead time. 30 seconds left to go, so I'm going to go ahead and crown Gorgeous Gamers the winners here. Do hit subscribe, youtube.com/fatmop, as we watch the rest of these crazy stabs and kills. And of course, follow me on twitch.tv/fatmop. That's where the podcasts happen. It's pretty much where everything happens. Truck kind of happy about that win. Is he wearing those weird little, like, old granny glasses? I think he is. But whatever. It's cool, Truck. We still respect you. A little bit. But yeah, this is about it, ladies and gents. So thank you so much for watching How Do I Spy Radio versus Gorgeous Gamers. And I tell you what, these BRH tagged guys gave a really good run for their money to their opponents. Let's find somebody who looks good here. There we go. It'll be a medic. They really did give Gorgeous Gamers a good run for their money, so congrats to them, and they are looking like a very solid team. I do want to see more of them in the future. Do let me know how you like this Highlander cast, whether you want to see more of these invite players, what you think of the invite limit being lifted this season. Just comment because you like me or because you dislike me. I don't care. Click buttons. Do random things. That's what's cool.